welcome back. So today's video is going to be a first impressions on some high-end and a little bit of drugstore products. So these products I actually won in a giveaway, which I never won anything. So when I won this, I was like, what? I was super excited, and I won this giveaway from a girl on YouTube. Her name is Samantha. I don't know if you've heard of her. I actually follow her on Instagram. Also, she does a lot of like Instagram like makeup tutorials and stuff, so very interesting to watch. I won her 15,000 subscriber giveaway, and she was very generous. I got this huge box of makeup, so what I'm fixing to go into with first impressions is not even half of it. So if you want to see like everything I got from the giveaway, like just like a giveaway haul I guess, then let me know down below if that's something you'd be interested in seeing. I will leave her Instagram and her YouTube channel in the description box in case you're interested in watching her as well. Don't forget to like the video if you ended up liking it, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you can be watching all of my other videos that come on my channel. That was weird. Let's just move on. So if you want to see these first impressions on some random makeup, then let's just go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to use is this Milk Makeup Blur Stick. It looks like this. Very cool packaging. When I first saw this, I was like, what is this? Like, I had no idea what it was. And so I looked it up on Sephora, and it's actually a primer, which is pretty interesting. So it comes off, you just unscrew it, and then it has like a little like protective thing on the bowl part of it, and so it just looks like this. And I thought it was like concealer or maybe even foundation, but it's actually a primer. It says it's supposed to smooth and blur your pores. So I figured that it would be perfect to try out with this. I'm gonna put my hair back real quick because I know some people get annoyed when my hair is in my face, so sorry about that. I don't really know how to use this other than to just rub it on my face. I have nothing else on, by the way. I really thought this was gonna be like foundation. Like, I was really surprised that it was primer, and because it's so dark too, I was like, well, this is never gonna work, but it's actually primer, and it has no color, which is super weird. I don't really know where all to put this, so I may be putting too much. I really don't know. Alright, I don't know if I'm supposed to rub it in, but I'm going to. It does feel smooth. It kind of feels like a silicone-y type of primer, but not as like sticky or tacky. I don't have any new foundation, concealer, or setting powder to try for you, so I'm going to be using the Sweat n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I love these. I love it, love it, love it. And I have mine in the shade Soft Ivory, and I'm going to use this Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 15 Fair, and then to set both of those, I'm going to be using this Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in the shade Transparent. So you've seen me use these multiple times. I'm just going to go ahead and skip to the next part now. Alright, so I went ahead and did my brows as well, just to get that out of the way, and I used my tried and true, if that's even the right expression, this ColourPop Bang & Brunette Brow Gel. Love him. So now I'm going to move on to the eyes, which are my favorite part other than foundation, but we didn't have a new one to try. So this one is actually, I guess I should show you before I like open it. This is the e.l.f. eyeshadow palette, and it is in the shade Mad for Matte. That's just what the packaging looks like. And when I opened it, like when I first got this, I was like, wow, this is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Like, you can kind of see compared to my hand, like just how small it is. But good things come in small packages sometimes. And it's nice because it does have a mirror, and this is what the shades look like. I just think they're so pretty. I love matte eyeshadows, and love brown smoky eyes. So we're gonna do something that's not like too smoky, but not too plain either. I hate when I watch people who try out like eyeshadow products and stuff, and they just do like barely do an eye look. I'm like, you didn't even try it out. First, I'm going to start off with this shade right here. You know, I just like to put that all over my lid up to my brow bone because I just feel like it gives my eyes just a nice base, and the rest of the shadow goes on a lot smoother, I find, when I do this step, rather than if I just go in with like a crease shade or something without putting a shade down first. And you can also use like setting powder or face powder, whatever you have, if you don't have like a actual eyeshadow with a shade this color. Right off the bat, I can see that this doesn't have as much fallout as the Wet n Wild long palettes like this, which is nice. I don't really mind a lot of fallout if the shadow and pigment is good, but it's nice to not have fallout for once in a drugstore palette. And I've never used any e.l.f. eyeshadow products before, so this is all new to me. So now I'm just going to be going in with this guy right here, just as my transition shade. And I feel like with browns, you can really see if they're gonna act right, like right when you first apply them. So this is actually a pretty, and I'm going in with a light hand. I don't want to make it like too dark, like too fast, but this is pretty pigmented. I'm actually surprised. Okay, this is nice. This is nice so far. Okay, I really like this so far. Everything's blending out really easily. It's not choppy. I like it. I think now I'm gonna go in with, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a pinky purple, this shade right here. I'm gonna put that on my lid. Don't usually go for colors like this on my lid, but for the sake of the video and to find out if it's a good color, I think I'm gonna go with it. Okay, not much color on this at all. Like putting it on my lid, I'm not even like seeing a difference from like the first shade I put down to this one. Okay, I don't really see much of a difference. I can kind of see like a hint of like color, I guess, but not really anything too much. Probably wouldn't put that shade on my lid anyway, so I'm not really like too concerned about it, to be honest with you. But the all matte look I'm really digging. I know this is weird, but I'm kind of glad that it doesn't come with like a brush or like anything like that, because I just don't like drugstore brushes. Like, it's just not good. They either come with like those little spongy applicator things or just something just that doesn't work at all. So I'm kind of glad this is just the eyeshadow and that's it. Alright, so to deepen up the crease, I think I'm going to make this a little bit warmer, I guess. And I'm going to be going in with this guy right here. It's like a nice chocolatey, warm-ish brown. Looks like it's going to be really dark, so we'll see. Oh wow, that's really, really pretty. I like that. I like that a lot, especially with that first transition shade we put down. That's really pretty, y'all. I really like that. And it's blending in so well with the other shadows. I'm really impressed. I'm just going back in with a little bit of that transition shade just to blend those two together even more. This is actually really, really pretty. Now I'm just going back in with that non-existent color. I really don't know why, just to kind of clean up the eyelid just a little bit. It does have some color payoff, but I don't even know what the heck to call this color because it's like not really a color, but a color. I really like this. I think this is so pretty. Like, I did not expect it from this palette. So I'm going to go ahead and move to the bottom lash line, and I'm going to take that same chocolatey brown color. Sorry if I keep blinding you. Where'd it go? Right here. I'm going to put that on my bottom lash line, and I'm going to smoke it out with the transition shade. I forgot to tell you how the primer did after I just skipped right on the eyeshadow. I can kind of see it blurred, but not too much of a difference to where I'm like, whoa, I need to buy that, you know? Like, it's, I can see a difference, definitely. I guess that's something I'm just gonna have to keep trying out, but so far it's okay. It's not the best. I have heard mixed reviews on Milk Makeup. So yeah, I mean, it looks fine, but just okay. I think I'm gonna do white eyeliner with this. So I'm gonna go in with this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk and just line my bottom waterline. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a wing, and for this, again, nothing new. This is the NYC liquid liner, which I'm so sad they're discontinuing it in the US. And then I'm going to go in with mascara. These are mascaras I've used before. This is the Wet n Wild Max Volume Mascara, and then the Maybelline Rocket Volume. You know I love this one. So I'm going to do these three things, and then I'll be back to show you 3 more new products. Alright, so now that my eyes are done, still loving them, by the way. I just think that palette is so pretty and everything blended so well. I mean, blending is like my #1 thing that I look for, other than like pigmentation, and it was just everything. So now we're going to move on to the rest of our face, and bronzer is the first thing up. So this is the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. It just looks like this. I've heard a lot of good things about this guy. I don't normally try Physicians Formula items because they're so expensive at the drugstore, so I'm excited to try him. It doesn't smell like anything either. I don't know if you're supposed to smell it, but it doesn't smell like anything. It does come with this little brush. It's kind of nice. It's like an angled brush, not really thick enough for like actual bronzer to like bronze the face. I don't contour because I'm scared to do it, so we're not going to contour. We're just gonna bronze. One thing I don't like about this palette is that it doesn't open. Like, that's as far as it opens. I don't know, maybe that's just first world problems, but I want it to open all the way. So we're just gonna use the darkest shade right here. I think this one's more for like contouring because it's more ashy. And then this, it says it's like a highlighting powder, but I already set like my under eye and everything, so we're just gonna use this guy right here, and hopefully he's not orange or anything. Hopefully. What? Okay. I don't even know what to do with myself now. I guess I'm gonna, what? Okay. It's looking, probably shouldn't have got the same amount. It's looking a little orangey. Wow, it is so pigmented and not good for a heavy hander like me. Wow. To me, it looks a little orange just because I am so pale that a lot of bronzers can look orange, I guess. I don't really know what to do about this side. Hope and pray that it blends out, I guess. Okay, it's actually really pretty. I think like once I start self-tanning, it will be like acceptable to wear. And it gives like a really pretty like sun-kissed look. It's just like too much for me right now. It's like, I don't know, it's just too much because I feel like I'm just like too pale to have such a tan face, and then the rest of me is like not. I think what I'm getting from him is that if you're tan, it will be really, really pretty. It's blending out pretty easily. I feel like I need to like bronze it. Let me just go self-tan real quick. Okay, so I did that to myself. That's my fault for being such a heavy hander. Okay, so it did blend out really well. I think it's pretty. I think it'll be better if you have darker skin tone, or like if you're more tan. Just for me, I'm just way too pale, and maybe if you had like a really, really, really light hand, which I don't, then this will be good. I really like it. I like how it blended out. I think it looks really pretty on the skin, very smooth and flawless. So I'm excited to see how this works like with tan skin, but maybe it doesn't look that bad on camera. Just in person, it's just like, girl, girl. So let's don't mind this right side of my face and move on to blush. So the blush I'm using today is this Urban Decay Afterglow 8-Hour Powder Blush, and this is in the shade Fetish. I've never tried anything but eyeshadows and eyeliners from Urban Decay, so I'm excited for this. Packaging, so pretty, and I don't know if you can tell, but like this is like mesh looking kind of, and you can kind of see like the color of the blush underneath. I just thought that was so cool. And it has the color and shade name on the back, which again is called Fetish, and this is what the blush looks like. I thought this was so pretty. This is right up my alley. Love this, and let's try not to be as heavy-handed with this, Carson, okay? Ooh, that's pretty. It'll be even prettier on the side that I don't have all the bronzer on too. That's really, really pretty. What do y'all think? I really like that. Oh yeah, this side looks much better. That's really pretty. I really like that. It's like a perfect rosy mauve, like neutral-ish shade. Really, really pretty. I'm just gonna blend that out just a little bit. I really like that, and I think it blends out really easily. I think it looks really good on your skin. I feel like this would go with like any skin type. I think this is so pretty. Now I'm going to move on to highlight, and this one I have is the Becca highlighter in the shade Opal. This is just a travel size, but I don't have anything from Becca. Now I do, but before I did not. So if you haven't seen Opal, this is what it looks like. I've heard really, really, really good things about this highlighter. Oh wow, that's really pigmented. That's pretty. I feel so classy because I'm using all these high-end things and I'm like a drugstore girl. I really like that. That is such a pretty glow. I like that a lot. Very pretty for summertime. The last thing I have to try out is for the lips, and these are Bite Beauty lipsticks, and they came in this little tin. The Perfect Bite, it's what it's called. It came in this like little sleeve like this, and I am actually, there's four lipsticks in here. Never used anything from Bite Beauty before. I'm going to be using the shade Pepper. This is what Pepper looks like. Really pretty mauve-y rosy shade, kind of to go along with the cheeks. But first I am going to line my lips. I'm just going to use a nude lip liner because I just don't have anything else at the moment. And this is the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in the shade 04 All Natural. I use this all the time as well. Alright, so this is what Pepper looks like on my lips. It's actually really pretty. It's a little bit like more purpley than I thought it was going to be. Maybe that's just the color of my lips making it look different. I like it. I think it looks really pretty, and it's just like the perfect rose mauve shade. Very pretty. Alright y'all, well that was it for this little first impressions. Really quickly I'm going to go through everything and tell y'all like just like a summary of what I think. The Milk Blur Stick, like I said earlier, I think it looks really pretty on the skin, but does it make such a huge difference that I feel like I need to go out and spend $36 on this? Not really, not at this moment. If that thought changes, I will let y'all know. Next up, I believe, was this e.l.f. eyeshadow palette. Again, this is in the Mad for Matte, and I love this palette. I love this palette. Let me know if y'all want to see like a more in-depth makeup tutorial with this, or like an eyeshadow tutorial with this. Let me know what y'all want to see with that. I love these. They don't have too much of fallout, which I enjoy. This little random creature right here, not much color payoff at all, but other than that, I think that this is like a really, really pretty palette. You can do everyday looks with this. You can do smoky eyes with this. The possibilities are endless. Next up is this bronze booster from Physicians Formula. I look pretty bronze. I look pretty bronze. That was my fault. That's annoying. I think that if you're tan or have dark skin, this would be absolutely beautiful on you. I think that it looks beautiful on me. It blends out really pretty. It's just I have such pale skin, like I'm literally like a ghost, that anything too dark looks a little bit orange and just can look just like muddy on me. It does blend out really well, so even if you have a heavy hand like I do, just rest assured you can blend it out for the most part. I think this is worth a try. I really like it. I just cannot wait to see what it looks like when I'm actually tan and it won't look so bronzed. And then we had the Urban Decay Fetish blush, and I really like this. I think it looks, let me show you this side. I think it looks really good on the skin. It's like a true to color. I just love this. I'm gonna keep using this. I think that's gonna be like a staple for me during the summer. I love this. And then we have the Becca Opal highlighter. I love this as well. It gives such a natural Goldilocks glow. I don't know where I'm going with that. It's just a really pretty highlighter, and it's not boom in your face unless you want it to be. I like this. I really like this. And then last but not least are these Bite Beauty lipsticks. I really like it. Now, this formula is not something that I would usually gravitate towards. I'm more of a matte lipstick kind of girl. I don't usually wear glosses or anything. But the color I really like, and I'm excited to try the other shades in this palette. It's not really a palette, but you know. Alright y'all, well that was the end of this video. I really hope that y'all enjoyed this. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. I know it was kind of long, sorry about that. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and if you have any video requests for me, just leave them for me in the comments. You can message me. I'll also have all of my social media in the description box, and it's also at the beginning of the video in case you missed it. I don't think I have anything else left to say, so I hope y'all have a good week or weekend whenever you're watching this, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye y'all.